What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I have this mini scheme for you guys out of the empty formation. Now, I was supposed to post this a while ago, so let me go ahead and apologize for that. I was trying to find a way to, cut the video short because I recorded it like 3 different times and it was too long and I didn't want to bore you guys with that. But let's get into this, man. So the formation we're going to come out in is the empty Y slot. All right, let's go ahead and come out in this bubble screen first. Run it against random nickel defenses. Now the bubble slot is a variation of the wide receiver double screen. Usually when I come out in an empty formation, my opponent's thinking wide receiver screen to the trip side. So I like to mix in this. And if they're in cover 2, it kind of shuts that down. Or if they, are running man. So I like to, come with this bubble screen once in a while and catch them off guard. Just hike the ball, throw it to your running back and just, go up the sideline and pick up as many yards as you can. Alright, so another play that I like to use is this all hitch. I only run it for one reason, that's to get short yardage. And as you can see, triangles on the hitch route, but I like to redo his hitch route. All right, and what it does, you might not notice it, but it pushes his hitch route up a little bit. And what I do is you can motion R1 or X. I'll motion him to this side, and it's gonna create like a rub concept. And once X gets to the outside, I'm bullet passing it low, and it's gonna be a short yardage play, inches, a yard or so. Go ahead, run that again. My running back don't want to catch the ball. I'm gonna send my tight end out there. He catches the ball better. Alright, so it's right there. The running back works better because he actually crosses the receiver, which is why I like sending him out there. But if you have a good pass catching running back over there, and you're good, Ingram can't catch the ball that good. Right there we go. That's it right there. So that's pretty much all I do with all hitch. The shallow cross, I pretty much showed that to you guys in the previous video, so if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check that out. I will run it one time for you guys. I like to put triangle on the flat route, X on the slant, and then you can streak, circle, you can put them on a comeback, you can put them on a smoke screen. It's all up to you. Yeah, most likely not gonna go to them because all the other routes are so money. If they leave the flat open, hit the flat every time. Alright, if that's not there, hit the post over the top, and you'll see that I got a lot of huge gains with that post route, and you'll see in the gameplay videos. So let's shallow cross again. You have your tight end on that 10-yard dig that you can go to. Alright, and the next play is this flood switch. I pretty much leave everything as is right here. The only difference is I'll put triangle on the 5-yard end just to have a quick option. But I'm pretty much looking at that flood concept on the right side. If R1's open, I'm hitting him every time. If not, I'm waiting for X to break over the top. Or if pressure's coming, or if nothing's there, I'll hit triangle. And that's pretty much it. It's right there. See, that time the linebacker was playing both routes. So if he's doing that, R1's always gonna get open against that. See right there, he's drifting backwards. So just hit your tight end and turn it upfield. If he sticks with the tight end, then X will be wide open over the top. You just hit your tight end every time and turn it upfield. Run it one more time. Hopefully he gives me, he sticks with the tight end so I can hit X over there. We go. and you just hit your running back on the break route to the outside. And last play in here is the wide receiver double screen, which I showed you guys in the previous video also. But they're running. They might be running man right here, so it might not. Okay. There we go. That's the wide receiver double screen. So there's 3 more plays. Let me go ahead and show you guys. There's actually 2 more because I already showed you guys the double screen. So the next play that we're gonna come out in is this inside smash. All right, run it against random nickel defenses. Now I have 2 set up for this. If you wanna concentrate on the right side first, you don't have to worry about making any adjustments to the left side, you know, and vice versa. But for the right side, you just make your reads, man. They're gonna leave one of those hitch routes open, and you just bullet pass it low to them and pick up, you know, nice short yardage. But if they're playing man and they, you know, drop down on them, X is gonna be open over the top. This outside pass lead it to them. So let's take a look at this. Can hit that guy, pick up about 4. Let's run it again. Anytime they leave it open, man, just bullet pass it low. All right, look like. Now, if you got a nice, strong power quarterback that has a nice throw power, you know that guy won't even be close to it. So you can get that every time. I'm hoping they leave, you know, they drop down so I can show you guys that corner route by X. Just pass lead it to the outside, and that's it. So let's go to the left side, man, so I can show you guys. On the left side, well, let me on the left side, let me show you guys another setup that I like to do on the right side. I like to put circle on a hook route. All right, we'll put circle on a curl. We'll put circle on a curl and put R1 in the flats. All right, and whoever gets open, that's who we're going to. Don't try to, you know, complicate it. If they cover the flats and circle, X is going to be open over the top as always. If they leave the flats open, hit your tight end and pick up yards. So you're creating a flood concept on the right side again. If they leave the flat open, hit your tight end and pick up yards, and that's it. All right. Usually they'll drop down on the on R1 and circle be open for the curl, or X will be open. But they keep leaving the flats open, so hit the flats every time if they do that. But let's go over to this left side. What I like to do on the left side is smart route triangle, and then I'll slant X. But right here on that corner post route by triangle, you could pass lead it to the outside once he makes that break, and it'll be like a corner route. And I'll show you guys that first right here. But the main concept on the left side is a rub concept. So once triangle makes his break, X will be wide open underneath with the pass lead to the inside. But let me show you guys the corner route first. Once he makes that break, you just hit him and take it up the sideline. I don't know why he turned around right there. Okay, let me show you guys the rub concept. So smart route triangle, put square on a slant. So the route by triangle is going to interfere with that cornerback, and he's not going to be able to cover his receiver. They switched that time. Let's run it again. If they switch, pass lead it down so the cornerback can get away from the linebacker. There you go. That cornerback won't be able to keep up with that slant route. Let's run it one more time. And there you go. That's pretty much it for that one. So let's go ahead and show you guys the last play in this scheme, which is going to be the vertical. Verticals. Four verts. Also going to run this against some random nickel defenses. All right, so there's a few setup for this one. You could slant triangle, and just make your reads. You're looking at triangle first, then X, then R1. You're rarely ever gonna go to the outside receivers. All right, so let's do that. You just hit triangle. He'll be open on that slant every time. He's open on that slant every time. So keep running that till your opponent pays attention to it, and then once they does, start putting them on the out route. And if that's not there, you can just hit your running back up the middle. See, once they start paying attention to the slant route, put them on a 5-yard out. And then you could drag the outside receiver, since you're not going to be going to him anyway, just to have another outlet if triangle's covered. Alright. So right here, you put them on that out route once they start paying attention to the slant. And then you got that all day. So let's look at another setup. What I like to do is put square on a 5-yard in, and I'll flat route R1 on the right side. And what this does is if my opponent is running a lot of cover 2 zone, circle is gonna get wide open over the top. You can even put R1 on the 5-yard out, just to have another man beating route. But the whole concept of the R1 route is to pull the cornerback down if he's running a cover 2. And once the R1 pulls the corner down, circle should be wide open on the streak. And X, the main purpose of the X route is to interfere with the safety so he doesn't go over to cover circle. You can even put him on a streak, just so he goes more towards that safety. Right, but let's put that flat route right there. If they leave the flat open, you want to go to the flats every time. Cover 2, and you just pass lead it to the outside just like that. Put them on the art route. You can even slant square or you can drag square. It's all up to you. And then you have both of them coming around if that's not open. Let me show you guys the last setup for this play. What I like to do is motion X to the opposite side and flat route triangle. So we got a flood concept on the left side, and then I'll put a circle on a slant. And if the left side's not open, just look for circle coming across. He gets open almost always. All right, so let's look. If the flat's open, take the flats. If it's not there, look for X or circle coming across. If they leave them open, just get it to them. Pick up a nice minimal gain. There goes X right there. All right, that's why you motion him to the opposite side, because the flat route will pull the linebacker or cornerback down, and square will occupy the safety, and X will be wide open on the corner right there. And then if that's not there, look for circle coming across the middle. And that's pretty much it. But let me show you some cool things that you can do with this formation. Of course, you can motion your running back to the opposite side. All right, but if you motion him to the right, he comes back to this running back position. I mean, there's no runs in this formation, which is the knock on it. So if you do run this, like add another 5 wide receiver set to your custom playbook that has, the jet sweep in there, and you can, have a nice run play in there. But you can motion this running back into the backfield. this slot receiver right here, which is your tight end. You can motion him across to the other side, but if you motion him out to the right, he goes up and the outside receiver comes back. You know, so you can kind of play around with that, and you can do the same thing with this slot receiver on the left side. If you motion him to the left, you know, he goes up and the receiver on the left comes back. So, you know, just, you know, something else to kind of play around with as far as the passing game goes. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I do with this scheme. Hope you like it. Hope it works. Apologize for taking so long to bring this out, but enjoy the gameplay footage, man. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm out. Peace.
Time running out here on the play clock. Just beating the play clock is locked. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he's going to... Now a first down throw. Lock. He finds his target.
Away from him, everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on third down. Lock. And Tate's got it. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being...
Usually a terrific cover guy, but in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Yeah. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Luck on first down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's brought down. Give him 8 down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to...
Jay's gonna go. That all the way in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The play clock's running down. After the interception, it's Locke. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor.